Don't miss the boat. One last call with Winnie Toledo. Whoa.
Alrighty, my first guest tonight, one of the most successful performers of all time. This Sunday, you don't want to miss her live Super Bowl halftime performance right here on NBC on Friday, February 3rd. Her new movie, W.E., opens in theaters nationwide. It's the first feature film that she co-wrote and directed. Like everything she does, people will be talking about this movie. Please welcome Madonna! Welcome back. It's great to see you. You look terrific.
Wow. I guess things are going good for you.
Yeah, things are going okay.
Because it's a bigger
studio, that's
nicer,
what it is.
yeah. Good.
And things are going good for you. This year you got the movie, you got the CD, you got the Super Bowl. Tell me about the new CD. Tell me about that.
What do you want to know?
Well, it's called MDNA.
Yeah.
Now, we've been speculating around the office.
Triple entendre.
Yeah, is it Madonna?
Yeah, that's one.
Is it Madonna DNA?
It's DNA. The DNA of M.
Right.
Yeah, let me break it down for you.
Okay, go ahead.
And, well, you've heard of this drug that produces euphoric feelings of love? Mm-hmm. MDMA?
Oh, okay.
Have you ever tried it?
You know, I haven't. You know, I pretty much get those feelings from ginger ale, so I'm okay.
Really?
Yeah. You know, a little ginger ale, I'm off. You know, it works for me.
Well, then you won't, maybe, okay, so just listen to my record.
I will listen to it. Now, your kids, do they listen to your music?
Yeah, they do. They tell me what they like and what they don't like.
Now, are they honest what they don't like?
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yep.
Are they tactful?
Nope.
No, not at all.
No tact whatsoever.
Like
Mom, get that song off.
Really?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Wow. Now, how do you react to that? That's gotta be like a knife
It's
through
a little
the heart.
hurtful.
Yeah.
Yeah. But they are honest, it's
Yeah.
true.
All right. So it makes you stronger.
But they have different, they all have different tastes, which is good. So some
Right.
of them like one set of songs, and my son likes certain songs, my daughter likes other songs. It's good. And then the little ones have favorite songs.
Okay.
So.
Okay, doing the Super Bowl this Sunday. Can you share some details? Tell me about that. I can't imagine the pressure of doing that.
It is. I must say it's the most nerve-wracking thing I've ever done.
Okay.
Super Bowl. Yeah, really. It's. I mean, the Super Bowl is like kind of the holy of holies. It's the sacred show of America, right?
It's like the Super Bowl.
It's the Super Bowl. So, and I have to go on in the middle of that holy of holies and put on the greatest show that was ever put on before, right?
Right.
So that's no pressure.
No. Now.
Wait, and here's the crazy part. I have 8 minutes to set up the stage and 7 to take it down. I'm not sure why I got cheated on the other side, but...
Wow. As a stage performer, you do what you want, because that's what you do. But you come in, you do a TV, did they give you a list of rules? I'm sorry, no, you can't say that. Oh, no, we have to hear that song
Well,
before
for sure, no nipples.
Yeah, okay.
But I wasn't going to go there. I mean, I don't like to repeat myself,
Yeah.
so...
Okay, yeah.
Or do what other people have done before me. No, well, it is the NFL, so they do have some contingencies.
Yeah. Do you get nervous on live TV? Is that
A little bit. I'm particularly nervous with a show like that because, for instance, they're playing football all day, so I don't really have time to do like a sound check.
Right.
Like, I can't. I just have to get in there like it's a little bit like a circus act. Get in there, roll out my carpet, and put on my show and get back off.
And this is the is this the international symbol for putting on a show? Is that what that is? Apparently you're doing some sort of Irish jig. Is that what you're going to do? Is that a little taste ahead there?
Yes, there's a top hat. Yeah.
Because I think the first live show you did, maybe it was the first one I ever saw, was the MTV Awards?
Yeah.
Okay. Because your old manager, Freddie, used to live down the street from me.
Really?
Yeah.
So.
And he was like, he thought, oh my God,
apoplectic.
yeah, because, about rolling around on the floor in the wedding dress, the whole deal.
Yeah, well, here's what happened. I was standing at the top of a wedding cake, as one does, and I walked down these steps, which were the tiers of a wedding cake, and I lost my shoe. I lost my white stiletto.
Right.
And I thought, oh God, how am I going to get that? It's over there, and I'm on TV. So I thought, well, I'll pretend I meant to do this, and I dove onto the floor. And I rolled around, and I reached for the shoe, and as I reached for the shoe, the dress went up. And then the underpants were showing.
Right.
And I didn't mean to.
No, but it became the greatest night in television history. Now,
Yeah. But Freddie did say to me afterwards in the dressing room, he was white. He was white afterward. He was so upset. And he said, that's it. You've ruined your career.
really?
Yeah.
Now, how do you handle it? When your manager comes up to you after you've been on TV live and
Once.
goes, that's it, you've ruined your career, do you go, oh, okay? I mean, what do you say there?
I don't know. I didn't even know that my butt was showing. I couldn't compute everything that had happened. And since I didn't really have a career yet, I didn't feel like I'd lost anything.
Right. So yeah, you can't lose what you don't have.
Exactly.
All right, look, we'll take a break. More with Madonna right after this. Welcome back. Talking with Madonna. Her new movie is called W.E., which you co-wrote and directed and did the song. This is the first feature I know you've done the short films. This is the first feature you've directed.
Yes.
Why did you want to direct a big feature?
Well, I wanted to be a director for a really long time, but I feel like I don't know, I was married to a director for 10 years, and I think that I was incredibly intimidated by that fact. And I thought, I'm the singer, entertainer in the family, and I didn't feel like I had earned the right to do it. So I shot a short film called Filth and Wisdom, which kind of ended up being longer than a short film. And then after that, I became completely obsessed with the story of Wallace Simpson and Edward VIII, and I decided I wanted to make a film about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, were there other directors that influenced you? Other directors where you went, oh, I like this guy's sense of style?
Oh yes, absolutely. I mean, I'm a huge fan of Wong Kar-wai. I don't know if you know his films.
I don't.
Chinese director.
Okay, I don't.
He directed a film called In the Mood for Love, which is so romantic and so stylish and so evocative. And I'm very, very, very inspired by. I was inspired by the film La Vie en Rose.
Okay.
Which I saw, and I thought, I wish I directed that movie. You know? Very stylish, very, very beautiful. So, yeah, so many directors inspired me.
Well, you have a great sense of style in this movie and a great sense of period. You know, there's no false notes in it. It rings true all the way.
Thank you.
Now, I like this young actress. What's her name?
Andrea Riseborough.
Andrea Riseborough. I'd never heard of her.
She's unbelievable.
Okay.
Funnily enough, she portrayed Margaret Thatcher in a TV film a couple of years ago called The Long Walk to Finchley, and it was when Margaret Thatcher was younger, right?
Right.
And she discovered her, when she became politically involved, and she was brilliant in it, really brilliant. So.
Now, you've auditioned for parts, okay?
Yes.
Do you empathize while casting it? Okay, an actor comes in, Madonna's sitting in the chair. All right, let's see what you do there. Do your little acting thing. How does that work?
Well, everyone's nervous for auditions, so I like to make people feel at ease, and, I usually offer them a drink or, do a lap dance.
Really? Wow. Well, that would put you at ease.
No. I'm acutely aware of people's nervousness, so I hope I make them feel at ease.
Does it come from bad auditions? Do you go for auditions where I go, oh, I never want to treat anybody like that?
Well, I've really sucked in some auditions, that's for sure. Yeah, auditions can be brutal. You could go in there and really nail something, and you could just not be, and go in there and make a huge fool out of yourself.
Like, what did you audition for that you sucked at? You went, oh, I just...
Oh. I'm not telling.
Well, no, that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. So, wow. You seem to have hit a nerve there. That seems to have been a bad...
No, I don't. God, I just remember doing an audition once, and afterwards there was just total silence. And then the director just went, thank you.
Yeah, that's the worst.
And I just left. Yeah, it was terrible. Then there's the other kind of audition where you audition for something like 8 times. You just keep coming back and auditioning, and it's like a kind of torture.
Yeah.
And I did that for a film, and I ended up not getting the part, and that was not very pleasant.
Yeah. And there's
I
always
have a voodoo doll of that director.
there's always that one person in the room, I don't want to, I don't care. You know, that's the worst part.
Yeah.
Remind people who Wallace and Edward were, because this is, of course, an English story, but...
Yeah, well, I mean, people should know about this story because it changed the course of history in England. Edward VIII, he was the son of George V, who was the grandson of Queen Victoria. He became the king in 1937, and he was the king for almost a year. He abdicated, which is unheard of, because he was not allowed to marry an American woman named Wallis Simpson, who was from Baltimore, Maryland. She was twice divorced, which was an unspeakable crime in England at that time.
Sure.
Church of England was very against it. Apparently, a king could marry, or a prince could marry, royalty could marry a divorced woman, but only if her husbands were deceased. But both of her husbands were alive, so they said, and he just didn't want to take the throne without the woman he loved, which is a very noble act, I think.
Well, there they are right there. Those are the real people right there.
Yeah.
And the casting is amazing.
And they were very, very, very stylish, incredibly stylish, and interesting people, very complex. And I'm fascinated by the story. For me, what drove me and what I tried to get to the bottom of was, you know, men are such power-seeking creatures, right? They will do anything to get to the throne.
Sure.
So what did this woman possess that would make him give up that power and make that sacrifice?
Well, the other thing that's great, there are probably more rumors about these two, especially her.
Yeah.
I mean, I've heard them my whole life. So some people said, oh, she was a prostitute in China. Other people said
she learned her. Yeah, she put a spell on the king because of sexual tricks that she learned in brothels in China.
Is that possible?
Well, I don't know. I've never been to a brothel in China.
I'll tell you, those Chinese brothels, don't underestimate them. They're unbelievable. Yeah.
Maybe you could illuminate our audience.
Yeah, well...
well, here's the thing. The English people, he was the beloved prince of the people, and when he abdicated, people were not very happy about it, and they had to blame somebody.
Sure.
So they made her the scapegoat, and she became the most hated woman in the world for years and years and years, especially in England. So, of course, lots of rumors swirled about her.
Yeah, almost like in this country when Jackie Onassis married, when Jackie Kennedy married Aristotle Onassis. Remember, everybody turned on her. Oh, they hated her, even though it was years later.
Yeah.
So, well, it's a terrific story. What is this clip we're going to see? What's happening here?
I believe this is when he makes it very clear to her that he wants to marry her, and she sees the writing on the wall, and she's like, I don't want to have anything to do with it, and he says he'll give up the throne, and well, you'll see.
Right here. And great wardrobe, by the way. Look at the sense of style in this film. Take a look.
Thank you.
David, let's stop all this talk about marriage. It frightens me, and I can't see any good coming of it.
Why?
Your family will never stand for it. The Prime Minister won't stand for it.
He'll not give up the throne.
And I will be the most despised woman in the world.
Why do you belittle yourself? They would be lucky to have you as their queen.
You're delusional. If I had any sense at all, I would just disappear.
Don't you understand? You can do whatever you like, go wherever you want. But whatever you do, I'll follow you.
In theaters Friday, February 3rd, and the Super Bowl this Sunday. Madonna, thank you very much. I know you got to go. Thank you so much. Be right back right after this.
I got my first